Hey guys, I'm smiling because, well, I got a gift request for this song and there's more to it than that. Of course, thank you for, I always love getting these gift requests. It just is humbling, it's sweet, it's energizing, it's just fun. But there's an additional reason. Maxine Wallace made the gift request. So first, Maxine, thank you for this. But Maxine said that this song that I'm reacting to is her first co-write. So congratulations on that. I love seeing people succeed and have that. It's fun. It's proof that you're on the right track in ways, that all your work hasn't been spent in something that didn't work. I love seeing this. I just do. I love seeing when entrepreneurs make it. And artistry, songwriting, it's entrepreneurial. You don't know if it's going to pay off or not. And here it is, somebody's doing your song. So Lynn Miles, Johnny Without June. And you requested that I do the lyric video, so I'll do that. And anytime there's like a video, I make the video smaller because those tend to not get blocked. When I do large screen and I shrink me on the screen, the size of the video gets picked up by the YouTube algorithm, and however copyright works, those tend to get blocked way more. But when I shrink it, they don't get blocked nearly as much. So, Johnny Without June, co-written by Maxine Wallace, who requested this. So, let's see what we've got. And I've never reacted to Lynn Miles before either, so this is a triple treat. Oh yeah. Johnny and June Carter.
Feel the morning on my eyes. I tell myself the same old lies. Pretend that you're still sleeping there. Your silky skin and your raven hair, so beautiful it steals my breath. As real as if you never left. As perfect as a mandolin.
Nice.
The hunger when you pull me in.
As perfect as a mandolin. That strikes me. That's really good because there are so many things you could consider to be perfect. Yeah. And because I've really become fond of the mandolin probably in the last 6 months that I find myself, and it might have really accelerated when I've watched the Petersons, the bluegrass. But I love the mandolin. It just adds a certain feel. I mean, you obviously hear it, but you feel it. It elevates you. But as perfect as that, I wonder if that was your line, because you said this is a co-write. Anyway, I could say so much, but let's go on with the song. I like it.
I'm the earth without the sun, a bullet with no gun.
All right.
I'm a flower with no bloom, a lone wolf howling at the moon. I'm a sailor lost at sea, learning how deep blue can be. I'm a song without a tune. I'm Johnny without June. I feel the darkness in my soul. I hear the distant thunder roll. The world and I will disagree.
I like that.
So now the bottle calls to me.
The world and I will disagree. That's a nice line. That's not normal.
The whiskey whispers tempting lies, fairy tales and alibis. But I know where I would go, lower than the lowest low. 'Cause I'm the earth without the sun, a bullet with no gun. I'm a flower with no bloom, a lone wolf howling at the moon. I'm a song without a tune.
I don't want to lose that one too. I like that. Those two lines have flowed together. About I'm a sailor lost at sea, learning how deep blue could be. So you've got a double metaphor going on there. How blue you are.
I'm Johnny without June.
I like the pause there when she sings it. She reminds me of someone too, vocally.
I'd give anything to turn back time, anything to walk the line, to join you on that funeral pyre, to go down in that ring of fire. 'Cause nothing's real but memories. Without you, there is no me. I'm a flower with no bloom, a lone wolf howling at the moon. I'm a sailor lost at sea, learning how deep blue can be. I'm a song without a tune. I'm Johnny without you.
That was, there were lines in there that I could tell were written by someone else. Even had you not told me, Maxine, that it was a co-write, there was a different feel to some of the lines in there. Not how they were sung, but how they were, the content, the intention of the song. It had a different, I guess, feel, not just in its concision, but how do I even describe it? I mean, I've never even thought about a song in this way before. Well, actually, I've had some thoughts like this, but this is way more specific, where some of the thoughts floated, had a different cadence and feel to it than the other ones. And if I were to look over the lyric sheet, I could pretty much pick out, I don't know which ones you were written by, but I could say this one was written by the one songwriter and this was written by the other. I don't necessarily think each line or metaphor was added to by the other. I don't think that's where the co-write took place. I think each phrase, 3 to 6 word phrase, was independent of the other songwriter. But I really did like the way she sang with that pause. Like, one of the things I look for in artists as far as maturity goes is when they know not to say something, how they know to hold and then say that final word, like Johnny without June, like, or Johnny, long pause, without June. And in the end, it was really extended. But you could certainly feel the loneliness in there. And for a little while, I wasn't sure if this was actually going to be about Johnny being without June, and you were sort of writing this for him, like about him being without June, but it was really about anybody who's forlorn, who's in this case, the protagonist is represented by Lynn singing the song, and what it feels like to be without another person who had raven hair. That was early on. But then there were references to Johnny's songs. And you had Ring of Fire in there. And that actually struck me as being by a different songwriter. That might have been your contribution, part of your contribution, Maxine, to the song. Or it might have been your co-writer, your co-conspirator on this song. But the lyrics I really like. And then as far as the instrumentation goes, I thought the instrumentation was even understated. I'm not sure, when you co-wrote the song lyrically, or did you also influence the instrumentation, or was that somebody else? Because I'm not I write a lot of songs, right? I've never even given them to anybody, but I've got a couple of hundred songs lyrics that I've written, because I don't know I don't know instrumentation. I don't play one. So I would be like on the lyrics side of a song. I don't know if that's you or if you also play an instrument. I'm going to guess you do. So maybe you had part of the melody, and I come up with melodies too. I just would have no idea how to put them on paper or with a guitar, a flute, a piano, or anything. I just wouldn't know. But I could hum what I would feel the lyrics would be. But so I'm not sure how much of the instrumentation you have, but there's something I know with sad songs, it's hard to find the right volume level, if you will, or even like the quote unquote right tempo that works. The tempo on this worked just fine because somebody was really forlorn, but I'm not sure if I wanted to hear Lynn's voice louder on it. Yeah, I guess that's what A&R departments used to do back in the day. Now the artists have to come pre-prepared, already in place for what they're going to do, and the label says, we want you to do more bubblegummy songs, or we want you to do this because that's what the market wants. So here's what we want. We want a steady drum beat if it's Nashville, or whatever. But this was more art too. So Maxine, I'm not going to rate the song. I wanted to give my comments on the lyrics, and there were some really nice turns of phrases in there. All right, the earth without the sun and a bullet without a gun. That part I felt. I'm like, oh God, there's just nowhere to go. There's nothing to propel you anywhere. You're just bereft. And the line that struck me the most was the sailor lost. The one that I felt the most within the context of the song was the sailor lost at sea. That I can relate to. Because when I went through my divorce, that line right there was one that resonated deep with me, and I'm sure other people will pick up on that, as well as other lines. It's very personal, obviously, how we relate to lines. But Johnny without June, that's what you'd feel, right? So, folks, that was Maxine's co-write with Lynn Miles. I don't know where Lynn's out of, Maxine. I'm not quite sure where you are, but as a songwriter, you really could be anywhere. But maybe you're friends now. You're probably friends with Lynn. I don't know if you were prior to Lynn singing your song, but congratulations. That's just fun. That's just fun. And I know in the business too, sometimes a song will get sung and then another artist will hear it and say, like a major artist, let's say, an Alan Jackson. Well, maybe not now, but whether it's a Miranda or, Bree Bagwell now, she's big on the Texas scene. But another big artist would say, oh, I want that song. I got to do that. So it's very cool the way that can work too. So I wish you much success, Maxine. I'm glad that you asked me to react to this. I'm just smiling because I'm just happy for you. So there it is, folks. Maxine co-writing Johnny Without June. Leave your comments and we'll go from there. Have a great day. See you on another video and keep rocking the country.